New rules could redraw the map for convicted sex offenders across Florida. Our Capitol Bureau reporter Cody Butler explains the new rules awaiting the governor's signature.
And a warning, some of the details in this story are graphic and may be disturbing for some viewers.
Florida is cracking down on sex offenders across the state.
As a mom, I want to tell every parent in Florida that we are fighting for you.
Attorney General James Uthmeier says his office has prosecuted more than 1,400 child predators since he became AG last year. That includes 37-year-old Blake McInnes in Seminole County. Uthmeier announced more than 100 charges against him during a news conference Tuesday.
What law enforcement saw when they arrived left them speechless. They entered into a house of horrors.
Uthmeier says they found children's underwear and hundreds of real and AI depictions of child abuse at McInnes' house, just a block away from an elementary school. His charges are only related to material, not actual abuse.
We have to nip these evil villains in the bud before they can lay a finger on our little kids.
To think that this level of alleged depravity was happening right here in our backyard is enough to make any parent's blood run cold.
That's why State Representative Rachel Plankin pushed a bill through the legislature to keep sexual predators away from kids. A bill ready for Governor Ron DeSantis would require sex offenders to live more than 1,000 feet away from schools, parks, and playgrounds and public swimming pools. Offenders who move within that zone could face felony charges.
I think about the parks where my own child plays. I think about our neighbors' kids walking to the bus stop.
McInnes could spend the rest of his life in prison if convicted. This law would take effect July 1st if Governor Ron DeSantis signs it. In Tallahassee, I'm Cody Butler reporting.